Hello guys, second YouTube video now. Let's jump straight in. So this is the Canadian maple leaf made by the Royal Canadian Mint. Speeded up video of the cutting process now. Yeah, as you can see, this is obviously speeded up quite a lot, but I'd say this kind of thing, cutting out that whole leaf, might take, maybe took about 30 minutes, maybe 25. A lot of people ask me what saw blades I use. So that saw is a jeweler's saw. You can type that into the internet. That is what it's called, a jeweler's saw. And the blades I use, the grade I use is 2.0, which is quite thin. But I use a silver pike blade. They're Swiss blades, and they are, you get what you pay for. I do use some British blades as well, but not on neat work. If I want to do something really neat, I'm using the Swiss blades. Another thing to, if anyone ever wants to have a go at this, one thing to remember is, keep that blade moving whenever you turn in a corner. That's the way you snap your blades. Just do not stop moving, do not stop moving up and down. Even if you're turning left to right, you've got to keep an up and down motion. I make it look easy when it's speeded up like this, and to me it is easy, but it wasn't always easier. So just coming to the end of the cut here, I think I'll slow it down so you can all see it in a little bit more detail when I finish. I originally was going to cut this maple leaf out, cut the surround into fragments and make an exploded maple set in a red and white resin for the colours of Canada. But then I got to this point and I actually thought, you know what, I really like it as it is. It's really cool. And then a customer of mine, a good customer of mine, Michael, he said, well, why don't you do the rest of the coins now? So tonight I think I'm going to do it to the American, the American coin, and then I've obviously done it to a Brit before, but to actually cut it out in a way that it can be put back in and out like a jigsaw in itself. Another idea he said to me is maybe you could put all the centerpieces of the Canadian, the British, the American and other world coins together, and you see that surround, the kind of Canadian surround there. Maybe I could fill that with a red and white resin. So the surround is silver, but the inside's a red and white resin, again representing the colours of Canada, which I think is a great idea. So at the minute I don't know where I'm finally going with it, but I'm going to do the rest of the world coins, get some nice footage, and then I'll decide what to do with them. But as like anything I make, it's all available. So if anyone's interested, give me a bell. And thanks for watching my video.